Kelly Ripa acknowledged being caught walking around the house naked as a result of Mark Consuelo's surprise. "Stop me if you've heard this one before." An edition of Live with Kelly and Mark began, and at some point throughout the broadcast, Kelly Ripa divulged one or more mildly NSFW tidbits about her and husband Mark Consuelo's personal lives, sometimes particularly what he's packing below. The daytime talk show presenter has become more up close and personal over the years, and sitting next to her so every day has resulted in some juicy stories. One of the most recent concerns the hope and faith that discovering some unexpected houseguests while wandering around naked. When one is chilling around the house thinking that they're alone, it's perfectly natural to be in an au naturel state of dress, but it's also really nice when the unclothed resident's loved one is upfront about any workers who may or may not also be inside the house at any given moment. During a discussion that went from Mark Consuelo's air conditioning know-how to his reputation for cleanliness around the house, he attempted to boast about maintaining the upkeep for a house he was staying in while working away from the couple's home. But Ripa clapped that back, patting down by saying, "You had a housekeeper. You had 3 housekeepers. I met them. I met the housekeepers. You want to know how I learned about the housekeepers? I walked out of the bedroom naked. That's right, I said it. Naked. And that's when I met the housekeepers, one of which was a guy. So I think he learned his lesson to announce himself before he enters." I'm trying to think of a more awkward or more intrusive way for someone to discover that the house they're currently in gets cleaned by professionals. Perhaps if someone had farted the information to her in Morse code, that would be on the same scoreboard, but it wouldn't take the win. If Kelly Ripa was fully oblivious of them before going out, they must have been some extremely quiet housekeepers. Perhaps the noise was muffled by the garments she wasn't wearing. Perhaps Ripa's ears needed the greatest attention. There's a decent joke in there someplace.